Good morning, everyone. In the last class, I explained regarding the what you mean by personal growth, what is the scope, nature, and significance of personal growth in my last video. Now, I'm going to explain regarding the self-awareness, the significance, characteristics of self-awareness, and the meaning of self-awareness. So, you all know everyone are aware of themselves, right? So let us see what you mean by self-awareness. So self-awareness is having a clear perception of your personality, including it may be your SWOT. That means the strength, weakness, thoughts, beliefs, motivation, and emotions. So self-awareness always you to understand other people, how they perceive you, your attitude, and your responses to them in the moment. Self awareness is the first step in creating what you want and mastering your life, where you focus your attention, your emotions, reactions, personality, and behavior determine where you go in life. Having self awareness allows you to see where your thoughts and emotions are taking you. It also allows you to control your own emotions, right? Even the behavior and the personality. So you can make changes you want until you are aware in the moment of your thoughts, emotions, words, and behavior. You have difficulty making changes in the direction of your life, right? So relationships are easy until there is emotions turmoil. This is same whether you are at work or in your personal life. When you can change the interpretation in your mind of what you think, you can change your emotions and shift the emotional quality of your relationship. When you can change the emotions in your relationship, you open up entirely and new possibilities in your life. Having a clear understanding of your thought and behavior pattern helps you understand other people. This ability to empathize facilitates better personal and professional relationship. Self-awareness is developed through practices in focusing your attention on the details of your personality and behavior. It is not learned from reading a book. When you read a book, you are focusing your attention on the conceptual ideas in the book. You can develop an intellectual understanding of the ideas of self-awareness from a book, but this is not the same with your attention in a book. You are practicing not paying attention to your own behavior, emotions, and personality. Actually, self-awareness allows you to understand other people, how they perceive you, your attitude, and your responses to them in the moment. So, self awareness people with high EI are usually self aware. They understand their emotions and becomes because of this they don't let the feelings rule them. They are confident enough because they trust their intuition and don't let their emotions to go out of control. They are also willing to take an honest look at themselves. They know their strength and weakness, as I told earlier, and they also work on this area so they can perform better. Many people believe that this self-awareness is the important part of EI. Next is the self awareness usually consists of emotional awareness, accurate self assessment, and even the self confidence. Self awareness actually is the skill being aware of and understanding your emotions as they occur and as they evolve. It is work to think of emotions as they are positive or negative. Instead, you should think of them as appropriate or inappropriate. I can give you an example. Anger is usually associated with being a negative emotions. However, it can be completely reasonable and appropriate emotions in certain circumstances. Emotional intelligence allows us to recognize our anger and understand why these emotions have occurred. So, effective self assessment of feelings and emotions will help us to improve our self confidence and the self esteem also. So, let us see what are the benefits of your self awareness. So there are some benefits of your self-awareness. So the better you understand yourself, the better you are able to accept a change you are, right? So once you come to know what you are, what is your strength and what are your weakness, you can change according to the being in the dark about yourself means that you will continue to get caught up and in your own internal struggle and allowed outside forces to mold and shape you. So 21st century knowledge based economy demands what we upgrade our knowledge and skills to keep up ever changing society. The clarity which you can answer. It's nothing but knowledge of oneself as a unique individual and how one relates to this new economy. Yeah, I was talking about the clarity which you can answer these questions. That is, who am I? That, right? You should know the answer for that. And where I have been and where I am going determines your capability to chart your own destiny and realize your potential. So this is some of the significance, or you can say the characteristics of self-awareness. So some of the few questions you can answer in order to know about yourself, right? So what are the answers you need to have to know much about yourself? Like, is what is your strength and what is your weakness? How do your friends describe you? Do you agree with the description? If yes, why you agree? If no, why you won't agree? And list two situations when you are most at ease, and what specific elements were present when you felt that way, and what types of activities do you enjoy doing when you were a child, and what about now, right? So gap you can identify. And what are your dreams for the future, and what steps are you taking to achieve your dreams? So what do you fear most in your life and why? And what stresses you? And what is your typical response to the stress? What qualities do you like to see in the people and why? Do you have many friends as you just described? Why and or why not? When you disagree with someone's viewpoint, what would you do? So these are the few questions. If you ask by yourself, you'll come to know about yourself, where you stand, and how the others describe you and how you can describe yourself. So this is regarding your the self awareness. The next important thing is self esteem, right? So self esteem, the word, it has come from the Latin word which means to evaluate. Self esteem actually refers to our positive and negative evaluation of the self. You become what you think about most. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So it is your opinion of yourself, how you feel about your abilities and the limitations. So when you have healthy self-esteem, you feel good about yourself, right? And see yourself as deserving the respect of others. When you have low self-esteem, you put little value on your opinions and ideas. So then what you mean by self-esteem? So self-esteem is nothing but it is a satisfaction or dissatisfaction with oneself. That means about you, what you have. So self-esteem, the other meaning you can give is it is a judgment or the opinion you hold about ourselves, and it is the extent which we perceive ourselves to be worthwhile and capable human beings. So let us see what are the factors that influence the self-esteem. There are few factors that influence the self-esteem, like family environment, achievement, physical appearance, self-belief, task proficiency, feedback from friends and others. So the first one is family environment. So family is the first school of all individuals, as you all know. A child's life is mainly influenced by the family environment, and it is a primary source of social development. So this family is different from one another, and it is composed of different family members also. So each family in this social and economic conditions with different background. And the next one is achievement. So academic achievement and achievement of one's goals related to their hobbies play a crucial role in forming a positive, healthy view of the self, right? When we achieve something, we are with high self-esteem. And the physical appearance, if you look very good, when someone praises you, your height, skin, or so it also influences self-esteem as an individual. And the next one is your self-belief. So a person who have high confidence, when you believe in yourself, right? And may confidence levels may learn things quickly and trust that they are complete tasks to a good standard, and this subsequent may boost their self-confidence. If you won't beliefs, if you won't have self-belief, your self-esteem will be very low. And task proficiency. So this includes the skill required for performing the task. If you're competent enough, if you have the skills required in order to complete the task, and your self-esteem really increases. If you don't have the task proficiency, that means if you don't have that ability or the competencies required to finish the task or complete the task, usually your self-esteem will be very low. And the last but not the least is the feedback friends and others. So positive and negative messages and the feedback from friends and others may boost or break an individual self-esteem, right? So high esteem needs are like worthy of living, self-confident, accepting themselves unconditionally, seeking continuous self-improvement, have peace within themselves, enjoy good interpersonal relationship, tolerate frustrations well, assertive and willing to take calculated risk and self-directed. And usually the low self-esteem leads like the personality will be like they will be poor risk takers, afraid of competitions or challenges, and they are not assertive, they are non-assertive, and they won't take the initiative, and they will be having a nature of shyness, and they won't accept the things very easily, and they used to blame others for whatever they have not achieved, and the aspirations will be very low and indifferent to needs of others, and they are indecisive. So these are some of the, you can see where the characteristics of low self-esteem person and the high self-esteem person. So hope you understand what we mean by self-esteem and what are the factors, or you can say the characteristics of low esteem and self-esteem, and the factors that influence the self-esteem needs. So that's what I explained. The self-esteem can be classified into high self-esteem and the low self-esteem. So these are the high self-esteem characteristics and the low self-esteem behaviors, or you can see the personalities of low and high self-esteem. So before segregating you as a lower self-esteem, so you should be have more confidence in you, and where if you have a high self-esteem, it helps to grow in your personality. Thank you.